So, hey everyone, welcome back to our C++ programming series. In today's lecture, we are exploring one of the most important concepts in programming, that is OOPS, object-oriented programming. In today's lecture, we are exploring one of the most important concepts in programming, that is object-oriented programming. By the end of this video, you will understand what is meant by object-oriented programming, I'm writing it in short, and why it's matter and why it matters. And the next one is the four key principle of OOPS. That is four key principle of OOPS. That is encapsulation, in inheritance, polymorphism, and the last one is abstraction. And how to use classes and object. How to use classes and objects. And the last one is real world examples to understand their practical application. That is real world examples. In the next video, we are implementing this concept practically by writing and running complete code example. Now, let's dive into the world of object-oriented programming, that is OOPS. So, it is a way to designing program by creating object. That is a way to designing program by creating object. So, object represent real world things. That is, object means nothing but the real world thing, like a car or a person, like car or person or like that. I'm just giving you the example. Okay, so each object has attributes. The another one is a attributes and characters, or you can say, or sorry, or method, or you can say actions. Okay, in simple term, that is object means real world example, attribute means data that describe the object like name, color. So I'm writing it again in short. That is object means real world data or things, car, person, etc. Next one is attribute. It means data that describe the object like name, color of car, brand, etc. And the last one is methods. It's basically a action the object can perform like start, stop, run, start, stop, next, back, etc. Like I hope you get. So let's take an example. Like think of a car. Like yeah, this is our car. Okay. So yeah, this is our car. That is attribute means the brand. Like we said BMW. Okay, this is a brand. Okay, means this is the attribute. Okay, like BMW, then its model, color, speed. Next one is method, that you have to start this car, stop, accelerate, brake. That is start, stop, run, brake. This is mean by methods. That OOPS allow developer to create classes as blueprint to make multiple objects. So let's get start with what is a class in C++. So I write it like what is a class. So a class in C++ is a blueprint, or we can say template used to create object, like blueprint or template to create object. or you can say it defined the attribute, that is variable, and method function that the object will have. When you create an object from a class, it follow the class structure. Like when you create class, it follows class structure. So let's take a real world example of this as well. There is a class will be a blueprint of a house. That is, this is your house, yeah, like that, and this is a khidki, like window. Each house object can have different color and size, but they follow the same class design, right? So yeah, this is just a class. I hope you. So now move further to the most important part that is four pillars of oops. Okay. So the first one is I already changed the color, that is encapsulation. That it means hiding internal detail and exploring only the necessary part. That is, I write it in short, that is hiding internal details and exploring or exposing only necessary data. Okay. So it's protect data by making attribute private. So key point is make it attribute private and accessing them through public method. Accessing them through public method. Okay. Methods. So let's take a real world example of your mobile phone. Yeah. So like this is your mobile phone, this is camera, and here is your three buttons. Okay. So you can call or take a photo, like call and photo. Okay. But don't know the internal mechanism, like what exactly working, how it's working, you don't know. So that is mean by encapsulation. Only you get the necessary data, and yeah, this is mean by the encapsulation. We will check all the code in our compiler after completing these four pillars. Okay. So the second one is inheritance. That is, inheritance allow a class to derive from another class. That is, inheritance allows a class to derive from another class. That is, reusing code and extending functionality. So the real life example is a vehicle class has basic attribute. That is, vehicle is a basic attribute. Basic a, a double T. Just a second. Like wheels and speed. Okay, like wheels and speed and so on. And a car and bike class can inherit from vehicle and add unique feature. Like car and bike, we take two class. That is, first one is a car and another is a bike, can inherit from vehicles and add unique features. Okay, I hope so you get this one as well. If you did not get this one, you can comment the your doubt. I will try to resolve you. The third one is polymorphism. That is polymorphism. So polymorphism allow the same method to behave differently depending on the object that call it. It means it's allow the same method to behave differently on the depending on the object that call it calls it. Okay. The real world example is a shape will be circle, square, or triangle. Each shape has a draw method but behave differently, like circle, triangle, take a square, rectangle. Okay. But when we are using this, we just try draw this method. Okay. This is meant by polymorphism. And the last one, that is the abstraction. So the fourth one is abstraction. It's hide complex detail and expose only essential feature like your bank account. Like hide, sorry, I did not change. Hide complex details and exposes only essential features. Okay, like we have take the example of bank. So again, we are taking the another example, that is for ATM. Using an ATM, you interact with buttons, right? But the internal process is hidden. Like we use only buttons, but internal process. I hope so you get the point. We were taking the code of these four pillars, that is encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, and the last one is inheritance in the next video because of busy schedule. So that's the theory, and we are writing a practical code in the another video, that is lecture number 8. So and again we are building a full project implementing this concept. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated. See you in the next video. Bye bye.